From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Welcome to Deep Dive. I'm Thomas Keene.
And I'm Frederick Moore. Today is February 28th, 2026, and we're looking back at a moment that completely shifted our understanding of what makes us human. Back in 1953, the world of science was essentially turned upside down on this very day.
It all went down at the University of Cambridge. James Watson and Francis Crick had been tinkering with these three-dimensional models, trying to crack the code of DNA. According to Scientific American, they actually walked into the Eagle Pub right at noon and announced they'd discovered the secret of life. Exactly. It was a massive claim, but they were spot on. By figuring out that double helix structure, they showed how the molecule could basically unzip to copy itself. But Thomas, we have to talk about the fact that it wasn't just those two. Their work was really confirmed by the X-ray crystallography of Rosalind Franklin over at King's College. It's a bit of a tragedy because she passed away in 1958 and missed out on the 1962 Nobel Prize since they don't award it posthumously. That's remarkable. The impact of that single morning in Cambridge is really hard to overstate. It essentially built the foundation of modern medicine and biology as we know them today. And while Watson and Crick were celebrating at the pub, they were really standing on the shoulders of giants like Friedrich Miser and Oswald Avery, who'd been laying the groundwork for decades. Right, and speaking of giants, today actually marks the birthday of a man who was their biggest rival in that DNA race. Linus Pauling was born in 1901. Pauling is a titan of chemistry, the only person to ever win 2 unshared Nobel Prizes, one for chemistry and later a Peace Prize for his anti-nuclear activism. Yeah, Pauling was actually chasing a triple helix model at the time, which didn't pan out, but his work on chemical bonds changed everything. Now, moving from the laboratory to the racetrack, we also have to celebrate the birthday of Mario Andretti, born on this day in 1940. He's arguably the most versatile driver ever, winning everything from the Formula One World Championship to the Indy 500. No way! Andretti is the gold standard for speed. And since we're talking about legends, we also have a queen of the stage born today in 1948, Bernadette Peters. Between her iconic Sondheim roles in shows like Into the Woods and her extensive film career, she's been a staple of American culture for a long time.
It really is a diverse group of icons today.
But Frederick, while we're celebrating these milestones, there's a much more somber piece of history that happened on this day in 1986, involving the Swedish Prime Minister, Olof Palme.
That's right, Thomas. Palme was just walking home from a movie theater in Stockholm with his wife, no security detail at all, when he was shot and killed. It was a massive shock because Sweden hadn't seen a political assassination in nearly a century. It sparked one of the largest criminal investigations the world has ever seen.
The mystery actually lasted for decades. It wasn't until 2020 that prosecutors finally named a suspect, though he'd already passed away years earlier. It remains a heavy chapter in modern European history, a really stark contrast to that scientific breakthrough at the Eagle Pub we talked about earlier. A day of massive breakthroughs and some very heavy questions. I'm Frederick Moore.
And I'm Thomas Keene. Thanks for joining us for this look into the past. For more, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today. Neural Newscast uses artificial intelligence in content creation, with human editorial review prior to publication. While we strive for factual, unbiased reporting, AI-assisted content may occasionally contain errors. Verify critical information with trusted sources. Learn more at neuralnewscast.com.